Some people do better when something depends on them. Not freer, not lighter, better. Because too much freedom can feel less like peace and more like loss of structure. And if you do not see that clearly, you may keep choosing burden just to feel like yourself again. You finally get an open day. No deadline, no pressure, no one waiting on your part. And instead of relief, the day starts to loosen in the wrong direction. The hours are there, but they do not hold you. Your body is not in danger. Nothing is wrong. And still, something feels less steady. Not heavier, just less defined. This pattern is not a conscious choice. It is the result of adaptation in the system. The mind does not only look for comfort, it looks for shape. And responsibility gives shape very quickly. It tells the system, this matters. This is yours. Move here. That is why responsibility can feel grounding even when it is tiring. The brain often prefers predictability over happiness, and responsibility is predictable in a very specific way. It gives attention a clear edge. Think of it like a frame around a canvas. When the frame is there, the space feels held. When the frame disappears, the canvas is still there, but the edges feel harder to read. Over time, a person can quietly learn something. Structure feels safer than openness. Demand feels easier to read than freedom. So the system absorbs a subtle lesson. A quiet life is not always read as peace. Sometimes it is read as the absence of form. People usually respond to this in two different ways. Some become seekers of responsibility. They take the lead too quickly, carry things before being asked, step into pressure before pressure arrives. They become the dependable one, the organizer, the one who keeps the day moving. Not because stress feels good, but because responsibility makes the self feel located. Others do something less visible. When nothing is required of them, they flatten. They drift through free time, delay simple things, feel less present inside their own day. Because rest is easier when the self still feels outlined. And this is where the pattern turns personal. For some people, responsibility stops being just part of life. It becomes proof that their place is real. When this goes unnoticed, a few behaviors often follow. You keep taking on tasks that were never really yours. You feel uneasy when the day stays too open. You resent the pressure but feel strangely dull without it. Or you quietly fill your own schedule just to stop the feeling of psychological drift. Not because you love burden, but because the system has learned to trust structure more than spaciousness. What this points to is simple. Responsibility can feel better than freedom because it gives the self an outline. It gives direction, placement, containment. That response is not weakness, and it is not maturity by itself. It is often an adaptation to a life where clarity arrived through demand. So the deeper issue is not that you secretly want a harder life. It may be that your mind has learned to feel more stable when the edges of your role are visible. And that matters. Because if responsibility becomes your only way to feel real, you may keep mistaking burden for meaning. The next time your day becomes unusually open, notice the first reaction. Not what you do next. The first reaction. Is it relief? Or is it disorientation? That small moment can tell you whether freedom feels peaceful or just unstructured. If this hit you, watch this next. Why you feel better when you're needed.